Hello darlings, I hope we're all well. So after a bit of a false start at the beginning of the week, the news is coming in thick and fast and we've got another good little story to talk about. So this time the news comes from the Remedy Game Studios, and if you don't know who Remedy are, you may recognise some of their titles. They recently did Control, they also did Alan Wake, they also did Quantum Break, and interestingly enough back in 2003 they also did Max Payne 2. Anyway, getting to the meat and potatoes of the subject matter, basically they've come out with two announcements. One is the fact that they're working on this brand new secret project called Project Condor, and the fact that they have signed a new deal with 505 Games. Now the co-signing shouldn't really come that much of a surprise given the success of Control, but it's nice to know that they have that sound infrastructure behind them that led to the success of Control. Let's talk a little bit about Project Condor. There isn't that much to chew on at the moment. There is a single image which we'll go into a minute. But basically what they have announced is that Project Condor will be set in the Control universe. However, this time it is a multiplayer co-op game. Now when I first saw the multiplayer element of it, or at least I read the title of the headline, I thought, oh my god, they're going to make a Control Battle Royale. But you and I can breathe a sigh of relief because this is going to be a 4-player co-op game in the world of Control. And the whole idea is you're a multiplayer group going through the single-player narrative and experience of Control, or at least something in the world of Control. And this is something they're really driving home with, is the fact that Control isn't just that one single player experience. It is a whole world. There's lots of things going on it, and we're going to be having a different snapshot inside that world this time round. Now what this actually looks like is a bit of an unknown mystery because Remedy aren't exactly known for their multiplayer experiences. I know they've got that X shooter which is yet to come out, but aside that, it's always been really strong single player action games with great atmosphere, loads of mystery, brilliant supernatural elements to it, and just all sorts of cool action. But they've already announced that they've got a bigger budget for it this time round, and if they can bring that but allow you to do it with your friends, then I think we'll be in a really good place, and I think we could have something really special here. And I mean, if you have a look over the last year of examples of great co-op games, if we have a look at It Takes Two, we know that if a studio really works hard at a great co-op experience, then something magical can be created. Now, self-admittedly, they have said that there is a lot of skepticism around multiplayer games in general, but I quote, "We believe we can create shared experiences without compromising the unique DNA of who we are or the stories we want to tell. We need to rethink our angles, our techniques, our mindset, but we see it as an exciting challenge." So for now, this is all that we have to go on, which again isn't much, but the announcement is pretty exciting. So I guess this is where theory crafting starts to come in. Now I scoured through the Reddits and I had a look at some of the general feedback from this. There's a lot of positivity, people were excited about it, they really enjoyed the single player experience. However, there is some notes that made really good points, and one of them was the fact that in the single player you can really take your time and really go through and build up that rich, detailed story that they put out for you, and that could be quite difficult in a 4-player kind of environment. But my theory, and if I was a betting man, given the fact that this is a 4-player experience, not a 2-player experience, I'm beginning to feel that this may be the start of their first Control live service model, because they've already stated that this is big budget, this is 4-player, the game screenshot or the actual image they sent us is obviously 4 distinct roles, and the Control world is huge and very rich and could easily be set up into a kind of repeatable multiplayer experience. They've also said that this project is extremely ambitious and they're stepping away from their comfort zones, which have been predominantly single player experiences. Also, rethinking about it, they're saying that, multiplayer games, there's a lot of skepticism around them, and that, from my research and so on and looking at these type of things, it's usually around live service models that they have the most skepticism, or at least models where cash is handed over to a company. So maybe we end up with something very similar to, Destiny. My other theory, and of course is completely off the rails, is that maybe it will be something like Left 4 Dead. So you have your 4 players, running through, running and gunning, enjoying the experience, fighting all sorts of creatures. And then those defined roles that we saw, you can switch them out later on for other characters, and you can buy them in DLCs or unlock them with your psychic control points or whatever. I don't know. At this point, I am just completely guessing here, but this is what it feels like. You say like bigger budget, 4 players, and they're stepping outside of their comfort zone. Anyway, these are just the ramblings of a madman at the moment. I'd love to hear what you think of it. I hope everyone's good. I'll try and keep you up to date when I know more. If I know anything more on Wizards of a Gun, I know a lot of you are waiting on a new video. I will update you as soon as I have more information. I've jumped on all the Discords. I've got my finger on all the pulses. So as soon as I know more, I'll ping it over to you. But for now, everyone be safe, be happy, and I'll talk to you real soon.